today, Supreme Court's decision not to take up the issue of same-sex marriage for these 5 states. They said, we're not going to do it. So all of a sudden, it is legal in these 5 states. And next comes the Carolinas, because they're in with the next group here. Matt Fleischman, our legal expert, here to join us and talk about this decision. So these 5 states came in, and the Supreme Court basically said, you know what, we're not going to hear the case. We're just going to say that marriage, you know, it's done. You can get married in Indiana, Utah, and these other states. How does that affect the Carolinas?
So North Carolina is within that Fourth Circuit, which includes Virginia, obviously.
Right.
So what happened was you had the case heard in Virginia in the Fourth Circuit. The Fourth Circuit found that the Virginia constitutional ban against gay marriage was unconstitutional. The Supreme Court agreed with that decision, more or less by saying, we're not going to hear this case. You guys got it right.
Yeah.
That's the interpretation.
Yeah.
North Carolina falls within that. But there is a case going on in the federal district in the Middle District in North Carolina, in Greensboro. That federal judge has given 10 days to both sides to see how they want to handle what the Supreme Court has done. Most likely, it's a done deal.
It's a done deal. So you're saying it's 10 days or less. Within these next 10 days, based on what happened with this decision, North and South Carolina will have gay marriage within 10 days.
Yes.
It'll be legal.
Most likely, yes.
So yeah, so I mean, it's a foregone conclusion at this point. Is there anything that could change that based on you know, precedent and all that stuff?
I'm not aware of anything the state could do at this point to stop this from happening. I mean, the Supreme Court has basically weighed in by not weighing in, by basically saying that the Fourth Circuit got this right, and by not weighing in, I don't think there's anything that's left to be done.
So there's still some states, and you talk about Governor McCrory saying that, you know, I'll respect the decision, but, you know, certainly the voters in a lot of states have said we do not want it, but yet federal courts say it is what it is. Is there ever a scenario where a state says, you know what, we're going to go on our own? Is that even a possibility given the way the government's set up, given the way our law system, the judicial system's set up?
No, you flash back to when you were in grade school in your civil procedure classes and whatnot. No, I mean, so you have federal laws that preempt state laws. And so the issue is whether a constitutional ban on a fundamental right, which is what they're calling marriage now, is legal. And the federal courts have said, no, you cannot do a ban on marriage, whether that's against whites marrying non-whites, or in this case, gays marrying gays.
All right, so there it is, Matt Fleischman. Good stuff. Thank you as always. Wonderful.